when she put the needle in the scalp, I just didn't know how to call this because I was like, okay, this is my mind playing tricks on me, but it was so much lighter. The constant sharp pain was really gone. It was just a lightness of being. I had a bicycle accident while I was traveling in Vietnam in June. It impacted my right shoulder where I have a previous injury. Then I continued traveling for 6 months after that. Even lifting luggage over the overhead compartment was very difficult. So when I came home in December, the pain was just constant. I couldn't sleep at night, just my everyday function. So, I have a business to help people declutter their homes, which is very physical work. I pole dance, I climb, I run. Completely have not been able to do any of that. It kind of seeped into my psychology and emotional space as well because I just wasn't feeling 100%. So I went the conventional Western medicine route. Right after I came back from the trip, I went to urgent care actually. They did an x-ray to make sure it wasn't a broken bone. They said, we don't know what's wrong with it. They said in order to do the MRI, I had to finish like 6 weeks of physical therapy. I tried a physical therapist. Said I just need to back off on physical activity. They recommended I go to sports medicine doctors. On my first visit, they asked some questions. They had a checklist, and the energy was very off. They uttered surgery even before really knowing what was wrong. Just everything was just pointing towards something more invasive than I wanted to go. It was just excessive to me for what felt just like, okay, if I just got the right physical therapist and just the right, and I didn't know what that was, but just the fact that he uttered surgery just made me go the opposite direction. I've never done acupuncture before, but because I simply just did not even want to go any deeper into the Western solution, I opened myself up first to the possibility of Eastern medicine. After the accident, I was also traveling with a friend who is an acupuncturist from Toronto, Canada. His is based on Japanese acupuncture, and that was the first time that I was open enough to have the needles. For a week, he did just 2 sessions. On the first session, I actually felt the blood flow, and I didn't know it was that. I actually felt weird things in my shoulder. I felt like there were worms moving in this space. And he goes, yeah, that's your blood moving to that area. And I thought, oh my gosh, okay, so it's not just a placebo effect. If it's strategic and it's with the right acupuncturist, I felt it right away without knowing. After that, then I said, when I get home, I really will give it a hard try, even if I'm scared of the needles or I'm a bit hesitant with the methodology. In Western culture, is not considered as real medicine, right? So I was also leery of that, but I said, I'm going to give it a good try, meaning I really opened my mind up to believing that this is a way for healing. So I asked someone I know and trust, and she recommended Dr. Chi. Dr. Chi was very attentive and super intuitive. At the time that I came in, I was extremely exhausted. Everything was just super low, and that was one of the things she picked up on right away. And she also spoke to aspects of our mental wellness that plays into the physical healing aspect. Her approach is more holistic, more the approach that I like to go with, because I also believe that our bodies has a very intellectual way of healing itself without going through the drama and trauma of surgery and things like that. So just her method of tapping into the intuition, really listening not only to what I was saying, but also to my body, and being able to tap into what my body was saying and read that before I could even express that to her. When she put the needle in the scalp, which is rubbing to me, I already felt a relief in my shoulder. And I just didn't know how to call this because I was like, okay, this is my mind playing tricks on me, but it was so much lighter. The constant sharp pain was really gone. It was just a lightness of being. It helped me believe in the method and go in this with full heart. So I have to add this, is that when I said I'm going in with full heart, it wasn't like I'm coming to acupuncture every week and then I go back and then I'm rushing through life and then I'm doing stressful things. No, it really helped me say, okay, this is really the time to allow my body to heal. So the intention was holistic as well, around my life. What has helped me heal quite quickly, just being here 10 weeks, is the consistency, the frequency of visits. I started with 2 sessions per week, which for some people we considered a lot, but I took whatever Dr. Chi recommended, and I'm glad I did. And also how you conduct your life. You have to be open to believing in process in order to adjust other major things in your life. When I started acupuncture, I started doing meditation, daily meditation and daily yoga, gentle yoga, yin yoga, which I did not believe in before as well. I was always a fast-paced person, a very active person. Now my life, I have to slow things down, and it's completely transformed. So I was really putting an effort into those aspects of my life. I do tie it to the acupuncture as the core thing that sprouted these other aspects of my life. It's really bled into every other aspect of my life right now. It's been amazing. It's been very transformative.